Do all women think the same?
It'd be just jumping into it. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's a good question. And I have 4 sisters that I've been able to experience and look at and observe, sometimes from very far, their behavior and what they think and how they act and their opinions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And by the way, out of all 4 sisters, a huge range of difference of opinion on like a lot of hot topics, whether it's politics or you know, social issues or religious issues. It's really crazy. You have sisters.
I have one sister.
You have one sister.
One sister.
So, I mean, do you feel like you're comfortable in terms of like navigating the female mind and when it comes to like, do you think that you know what women think?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
I'd like to think so.
If he's just like, you're good.
I'm like the one and only in the entire world.
Do they all think the same?
Generally speaking.
He's figured it out. All right. By the way, my name is Loush. This is Ibby. And we're trying to tackle some topics that we're really interested in. We're not always going to talk about the same thing, but we love that you're here. Join the conversation. A little bit of a cultural angle. We are Arabic. We are Lebanese Canadian. So
yes,
I'm
sir.
excited. Apparently this is called spectrum. They line up these women and then they have these lines where it goes from strongly disagree to strongly agree. And then you see the range of the decisions based on the question. You ready?
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
All right.
Okay.
Beliefs and values. Let's go. Okay, so you can already see sort of the racial, cultural kind of diversity there, like that. I know how to change a tire. 2, 1. Agree. Okay. 50-50?
Like, I know, like, the step 1 through 5, but, like, to actually do it, I don't think.
Do you know how to change a tire?
Yeah.
You do?
Listen, I have never went to a garage to change my tire.
Really?
Ever.
I've never had to, actually. Oh, just once, but I had CAA come by and do it for me.
Me never. Like, never.
I don't know how to change a tire, honestly. I'd be able to, like, guess based on the tools and the overall, like, mechanics of it. Just remove the bolt. You gotta lift the car, remove the bolts, and...
Yeah, you loosen the bolts, lift the car, remove the bolts.
Okay, I wouldn't have known that. I would have lifted the car, smashed the wheel, okay, with the hammer, and then called a tow truck.
Tow truck, yeah. So what happened was, I was changing the tire, and then somebody hit my car.
That's it. Who would have thought?
Like, be confident enough to just do it, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know there were 5 steps anyway, so that's why I'm here. Like, I have changed my tire multiple times.
Okay.
Just shows that I'm not a great driver, but I learned myself, and I had to because I popped my tire a lot.
Boys and girls should be raised the same way.
Ooh, okay. Based on this question, where do you think these women are going to go? Boys and girls should be raised the same. And it doesn't have to be like specifics. Just, are they going to go towards the right or are they going to go towards the left?
I think it's going to be...
Are they going to agree? Mostly agree?
50-50.
You're going to 50-50?
50-50 split.
Okay, I think they're going to mostly agree. I think that most of them are going to go towards the left side.
3, 2, 1.
Did somebody go to the right?
Yeah, she's the only one.
Somewhat disagree.
There shouldn't be any difference in the fundamental life things that we all should know. And I think that if we were all...
If you're looking at it that way, yes, I agree.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too.
That
From a knowledge perspective.
Knowledge perspective, of course.
Absolutely.
all raised the same, there wouldn't be pay differences. Like, we'd all have...
But that's why she's in the somewhat agree line, right? So that's why she's elaborating.
We'd all be on the same slate, so maybe I'll switch it to agree.
Oh, she moved. Okay.
I actually don't want kids, but if I were to decide to do that, I would want them to grow up in that environment where there's no difference between you two. You don't have like a curfew that she doesn't have or vice versa.
Okay.
I agree with you, but I also think that we have, like where we are now, we wish there was a perfect world. So we want to raise our kids and say, treat everyone the same. Yes, absolutely you treat everyone the same, but recognize that not everyone believes that way. Like if we teach our boys the responsibility that they have not taking advantage of someone when they've had too much to drink. I just think that there's an awareness that you have to teach boys being men and also girls like becoming women.
Okay, that was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. I actually agree with her a little bit on that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's you treat everybody the same, but you understand that you are also different, like, as a unique individual.
Of course,
And even
yes.
as a gender, like, there are gender qualities that I like
Yes.
to think there are, like, they're called, right? Or you may possess certain gender qualities by being a part of that
Of
that
course.
group,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Knowledge.
Every woman should be a feminist. Whoo! Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. Here we go. So are we talking, do you know the difference between first wave, second wave, third wave
Not a clue.
feminism?
No.
Okay,
Didn't
so
look into it that much, man.
so I'm all about the empowerment of women.
Okay.
I'm all about equality of opportunity.
Yes.
Not equality of outcome. So
Okay.
I'm for everybody having the same chance. It being a meritocracy based on qualification and just knowing, having the knowledge to do a certain job,
Okay, I agree.
irrespective of your gender.
Yes.
Okay? Not forcing the results so that they're 50-50 split, equality of outcome.
Yeah.
Because then you're just playing around with people's qualifications and you're making decisions just based on their gender, which is wrong. Right?
Shouldn't happen, of course. Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's more of third wave feminism, where it's like they're really telling people, they're telling women like what they need to do. I think third wave feminism actually is more abusive to women than anything, because it's like attacking the women that don't necessarily think the same way.
Okay.
But first wave feminism was like, I think it was in the 19th and 20th century, where it was about women's rights to vote, social issues, women's rights to work, and integrating themselves into society a little bit more.
Okay.
And also allowing, like, if you're going to talk women's liberation, it's women's liberation. Like, you're literally free to be and do whatever you want and to act however you want in society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. 100%. Okay.
All right. Sorry, guys. Just a little quick explanation there.
Facts.
Guys.
101
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry. It's a hot topic. It
Spinning
means
bars.
a lot.
3, 2, 1.
Disagree. And we had the rest. Oh, interesting. Somewhat disagree. Strongly agree. We got 2 of them strongly agree, and then 2 of them agree.
What was the
Interesting.
question exactly?
Every woman should be a feminist. What do you guys think? Should every woman be a feminist? Let's see. Let's see what they
I
have to
just
say.
think that feminism in recent years have just become extreme.
Well, it's like the 60s. It's
like-
like if you're a feminist, then like you're anti-man.
Anti-man, that's
like
why,
what?
yeah.
Like, you know.
I don't think it should be anti-man.
Yeah.
I think we should all be empowering men to support women too.
Right.
And bringing them into the conversation. I think right now feminism is like, we don't need you. But
Right.
we
That's
do.
third wave.
I agree.
That's third wave. It's like there's a man-hating layer on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agree with that, but also I think that women have been put down for so long that we kind of need to go a little bit extreme in the opposite direction just so that we can come to the middle, because otherwise the men aren't going to meet us in the middle.
Well, feminism by default is sort of the idea to make decisions for yourself and what fuels you, and telling a woman she should do something is actually anti-feminist.
This is an example of first wave feminism. What she just said. That like this, she literally is, if she's a feminist, should be first wave. Because she agrees with women's equality and giving them the liberty to choose their own path. But she disagrees with other women telling them what they need to do and how they need to
Okay.
act.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
That's crazy. I love that. I like this. It's good conversation.
Because we're told all the time from so many people what we should be, how we should act, how we should address, how we should
Facts.
communicate. So the question in
Facts.
itself goes against what I believe as a feminist anyway.
Huh. Look at that. The question itself goes against what I believe as a feminist. Should all women be feminists? Your mind's blown right now, eh? I mean, you gotta keep up, man. It's good though, man. This is good. It's gonna open up, you know, some new conversations and perspectives.